Over the past year, I've increased the amount of green tea I've been drinking because of all the wonderful health benefits that it has. But one of the difficulties I've found is just finding the time to make it and having it available. So, using something from Atomic Habits, which is make if you want to do a good habit, make it as easy as possible to do it. So I wind up meal prepping. I actually do 2 gallons here, just green tea, and then that's spring water in the glass bottles. But I'm just be walking you through my process, which I would say perfected in order to make it both time effective yet also the best tasting that it possibly can be. And I like my tea cold. So some of the actual scientific health benefits of green tea is that it's rich in antioxidants, and I also add ginger to my green tea, mostly because I just like the taste. But um, the antioxidants help fight oxidative stress and reduce cellular damage. The ginger helps combat inflammation and oxidative stress. It, Green tea enhances brain function and protects against neurodegeneration. The L-theanine gives a cognitive boost and also it's like a calm, relaxing feeling. Helps level out the caffeine from the green tea a little bit. Right now in the video, what I'm doing is this is Davidson's Jasmine green tea. I've tried oolong, I've tried spring, gunpowder, all different types. I prefer Jasmine green tea mixed with just ginger root at a ratio of 4 parts green tea, 1 part ginger root. And I buy the ginger root from Mountain Rose Herbs, which is a great place to buy it. I usually buy my tea from them too. It's all organic, but if I'm not placing a large order, I just go off Amazon because I don't want to pay for the shipping. But 4-to-1 ratio, 4 parts tea, 1 part ginger, and then I mix that together and then pour that in. But back to the benefits. Supports metabolism and weight loss. So green tea has EGCG, boosts fat oxidation, helps increase calorie burning. Uh, Ginger enhances thermogenesis, which is heat production, which helps burn more calories. Ginger helps stimulate digestion, prevent nausea, helps with morning sickness, motion sickness. Green tea has polyphenols that support healthy gut microbiome and act as a digestive aid. Helps boost immune system. Green tea is rich in antioxidants and antimicrobial properties, which help fight infections. Ginger contains bioactive compounds that exhibit antiviral, antibacterial, and anti-inflammatory effects. Reduces inflammation and helps with joint health. Supports heart health and lowers blood pressure. Helps regulate blood sugars. Helps protect against cancers. Um, so ginger has something called gingerol-6, which may have anti-cancer properties, particularly against uh, Borrelia or ovarian cancer. And then green tea, the main reason I drink it is for the detoxing effects, and that helps support liver function. But the whole reason I got into this is I went to China for a month a while back, and I was talking to one of the guys there, and China is a polluted place. And I just asked him, like, you look healthy. What's your secret? He's like, I drink a ton of green tea. So I just started doing that, and I've been feeling great. And I actually enjoy this as part of my morning routine. Is just pouring myself a nice tall 32-ounce tumbler of chilled green tea. Right here, I just seeped the tea for 6 minutes or 7 minutes, and I'm just kind of taking the strainer out, and I'm gonna then pour the tea into glass bottles. I do want to emphasize these are glass bottles, not plastic. If I was going to pour this into plastic bottles, I would wait for the tea to fully cool down so that I'm not heating up the plastic and potentially releasing microplastics into my water, at least more microplastic or other chemicals that are in the plastic. I do set these leaves aside because I will use them in a second steeping. So I do 2 gallons at once, and it's 3 glass bottles to a gallon. Well, 3 glass bottles is actually 1.2 gallons, I believe. But I set the tea leaves aside once I make the first batch, and I just add some more dry leaves. And I really haven't noticed a difference between the two batches. Like, I can't tell a difference. I don't really feel more energized before or after. It's kind of weird with caffeine. I don't feel. I used to do energy drinks, and with those, like you stop taking them and you feel like crap. With tea, like I can just not drink tea for a week or two, and I don't feel any negative caffeine effects. I think that's just because the theanine helps balance it out. But the amount I consume, it's probably like 150 milligrams of caffeine a day. That's my estimate. So right now, one of the important things I want to point out in the video is I'm putting these glasses in the sink. This is because I am pouring very hot liquid into glass. The thermal stresses caused by heating up the cool glass, because these bottles are room temperature 60 degrees, may cause them to crack. And if they crack on the counter while I'm holding a gallon of boiling water in a pot, you're gonna spill on my feet, which might cause me to drop the gallon, it's just bad stuff. You want to be pouring this someplace that you can easily let go of the pot into the sink. There's no chance of these bottles cracking and then spilling over the counter and then having it fall into my toes. And then I'm using a metal funnel here with, this is actually a tea seeper I'm putting in it, but I put that in and I pour the water into it just to act as a strainer in order to catch a lot of the little particles that the big colander isn't able to get. Because, I don't know, when I'm drinking green tea from my straw, I don't like getting little leaf particles in my tea. And it takes a little while to pour it in, but this process saves a lot of time. I know some people like the morning ritual of getting up, making the tea, and I liked that for a while. Like, I'd get up each morning, I'd come downstairs, put the kettle on, kind of unload the dishwasher as the tea was heating up. So if you notice, I added the water before, so I added the tea before it was boiling. So I'm just gonna let this come up to boiling, and then I'm gonna turn it off, let it sit for about 2 minutes, and then pour it out. Versus when we initially did this, we brought the water up to 90 degrees and then put the tea in and let it seep. I don't really notice a difference between the two. And then I like fresh lemon juice, but I mean, for the price, this is really good, and for the convenience. So this is lime juice. I do also have the Santa Cruz lemon juice, but I'll typically, if I do one bottle, which is 48 ounces, I'll typically do about a half cup of lemon juice per bottle, and I find it balances it really nicely. I'm not sure if the tea itself is basic and the acidity from the lime juice and lemon juice balance it, but it just works out really well. And I dislike the taste of green tea alone, which is why I add the lemon and which is why I add the ginger. And the ginger is good for your stomach and detoxing, but I also add the lemon juice and lime juice to help even it out and make it actually palatable and very good.